There's Greg Morgan on CFCO, an international harvester. It's Dave and Ashton and Marshall Dane joining us this morning.
Yay! How are you?
Good, man. How you been?
I'm rocking and rolling.
It's been a while.
It is actually, yeah. I don't think you and I have been on air together maybe a year and a half.
It's been at least, I'd say that long. Yeah.
I always get your Mike Renier.
Ah, yes, Michael
Regnier.
Our afternoon extraordinaire. So, what's new? What's going on in the world of Marshall these days?
Well, let's see here. I've heard that I've got a brand new record that just came out at the beginning of May, and it's also, the title of it is also the name of the new single, One of These Days. So that's kind of exciting. You know, when you spend a couple of years working on a project while you're currently pushing a project, that's kind of a new thing for me. And so, yeah, I was excited to finally launch that.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I know you're a big fan of Twitter. And you tweet a lot all the time, and back home for a couple of days, a little bit of laundry done.
Oh, it's funny. I was just thinking that. It was just yesterday, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we had just driven in from Innisfil, and you're home for just a few hours, and you're literally like feeding the cats, making sure you got some clean laundry when you get back. You got some fresh socks, and finishing up some food from the fridge, taking a quick bike ride, and then you're like, okay, wow, back out on the road, and it doesn't stop. But that's fine. This is the summertime. This is our season.
What is your number one priority when you come home? Is it laundry?
Usually it's laundry.
Okay.
Usually it's laundry and vegetables. Get me something from the fridge that I make myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess that's the joy of being a musician, right? A lot of fast food on the go.
Joy, yeah. Yeah, it's just, you're just kind of limited. And I like to cook, but I just like having something fresh from home. And it's just nice to kind of walk around with your socks off and at your own place again.
Well, today is actually, Eat Your Vegetables Day.
I was wondering where you're going with that. I'm like, what? I've never heard of the Eat Your Vegetable Day. I thought every day was Eat Your Vegetables.
Well, some days you really have to. You'd be surprised, though, right? They grow so much here locally in Chatham-Kent, but Chatham-Kent has one of the worst consumption
of
figures.
vegetable?
Yeah, of fresh fruit and vegetables in the entire province. Isn't that funny?
That is kind of strange.
Grow it here, but don't eat it, apparently. Yeah. So, gotta get those numbers. Do you have a favorite? What do you go to? What's your go-to?
Cucumbers.
Really?
Cucumbers are easy, and I don't know what it is, man. They probably don't have much to them even. There's probably not much nutritional value. They're probably just water and seed or something.
Chop them up, you're good to go.
Yeah.
The website's looking good, too. We're checking that out earlier this morning.
Thanks, man. I'll give a little shout-out to my bro, KB Drums, that put that together for me. Everything we do really is so independent, so it's nice when it comes across looking like we've got it together because, we try hard as a little independent team of artists in every corner of the business, whether it be someone that writes, someone that can help out with the website, someone that can help out, keep me organized, that kind of stuff.
Well, got to have people around to do that, that's for sure.
Yes,
so you're going to hang out with us for a little bit this morning?
Brother, I'm here going nowhere.
Awesome. So we got lots of stuff coming up. Your impossible question on the way, and Sheryl Crow is coming up next. Country 92.9 FM CFCO. There's Sheryl Crow and Easy. It's Dave and Ashton. Your impossible question coming up in just a moment. Marshall is in studio with us for a little bit. Again, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. So you came in last night?
I did, man. I had a cute little drive through that. I was going to say a great little drive through a cute little town, but it was a cute little drive through the awesome little weather system you folks, put on for us. So it was a great little light display. We appreciate that welcoming.
I'll bet. Yeah, some pretty intense stuff. Actually, from middle of the province all the way down, from Sudbury all the way through.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was anything beyond what we were going through, and then I was checking out the news this morning.
Oh, okay. So you almost drove through a tornado and didn't realize it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I just thought, wow, those clouds look really intense. Thank goodness they're just past us.
It's better not to know.
Oh, man. Did that one time in Indiana years ago, too. My wife and I were driving down there. And we're like, wow, the sky's getting intense. And we saw transports pulling around. We were just a couple of dumb Canadians. Well, we'll just keep going. No big deal.
A couple of cows flying by.
We get into Indianapolis and, there's weather warnings all over the place. And oh, wow, okay. Well, the sky did look kind of greenish at one point when we were down there. It's whatever.
The scene of Twister, and you're just not worried about it.
Again, when you're from Northern Ontario, the worst you see is some nasty snowstorms usually, right? So. Well, we're glad you're here. You made it in one piece, and went out and grabbed some food.
Oh, yeah. I do a little shout out to my friends Jim and Costa over at, I want to say this right, Covatus? Covatus. I'm not very Greek. But, yeah, man, those guys are great guys. And very friendly town you got here, man. The local business owners taking care of me as I walked in and feeding us good food. Yeah.
Oh, glad to hear that, yeah. There's definitely some good people in Chatham-Kent, too, and a lot of people give back, lots of good charities and stuff like that.
So I got a question. Where is Kent?
Chatham Kent is like the municipality all put together.
Okay.
And they.
Did it used to be 2 districts, I'm guessing, and then they put it together as one?
Well,
or no?
and there used to be a lot of little towns, and there still is, all the little towns all around, and kind of put it all together a number of years ago and kind of amalgamated it all together. So, which is why you always have something every weekend, because everybody's hanging on to their local identity, right? So you've got Blenheim, you've got Wallaceburg, you've got Tilbury, you've got all these Ridgetown, all these other towns that have all their own local festivals, which is cool.
So that's all considered part of the Chatham-Kent area? Right on, right. Is there a town of Kent?
No,
Nope.
there is not.
But
It
there
is
is a town
London
of
to
Chatham.
Windsor, basically, is your whole Chatham-Kent area.
Yeah, it's a huge area and lots of
Lots to
identity
do.
in here. Yeah,
I like it. Cool.
lots of space. So, Marshall, you going to perform for us a little bit too? Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
brother.
the new single and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, I brought the guitar. The voice is warmed up. It's early. My voice loves the early morning.
Well, that's why I didn't want to put you on the spot right away, right? Because I know musicians sometimes, you guys.
Easy peasy pudding pie. We didn't even bother going to sleep, man. We're still awake from yesterday.
Are you serious?
It's one big day. Usually July, August is considered one day.
Well, when you're hitting the festival circuit and stuff, you're doing that this year?
Yeah, so it just kind of started, and we got our first taste of that summer festival feeling. I'm going to say last night, but it was not. It's 2 nights ago. And, yeah, the run, when it comes to July, it's going to be off the hook from – and it's different this year. We're going to be doing Stampede, which we did do last year. But we've got a bunch of Ontario dates. So, like, from northern Ontario right down to southern Ontario, we're going to be jamming every weekend. It's going to be awesome.
Wow.
So exciting. It's just such a rush. The other night, when we had about 3,000 people and a hot, beautiful 9 o'clock at night outdoor festival, I mean, the vibe was great. Everybody felt good. Yeah.
So a lot of coffee keep you going or what?
No coffee yet, actually. Geesh, what the heck's my problem? I don't know.
No veggies. We
Just
talked about
it
yeah.
must be the cucumbers.
It's just the cucumbers keeping you rolling. It's all right. So more of Marshall coming up in a couple of minutes. 7:44 with Dave and Ashton and the always wonderful Marshall Dane.
Oh, thanks, man.
Always energetic.
Yeah. Well, that's because you get me up at this time of the morning. You don't want me to come in here snoring and snoozing.
You don't got a lot of alternatives, right?
Yeah, right?
All right, you're going to play us your new song.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's give you the acoustic version of One of These Days. Girl, we always say someday when it comes to leaving this town, it's always off in the future. It never seems to come around. I got a few dollars saved up. I got the windows rolled down. I've got a tank full of dreams and they're telling me there's no better time than now. This is one of these days we've been waiting for. So pack your suitcase, it's getting late. I don't want to wait anymore. Baby, this is our chance to make our escape. If there ever was a time when nothing on this earth could stand in our way, oh, this is one of these days. I got an uncle in Vegas. He says we're welcome to stay. Let's get married by Elvis and put our chips down on L.A. Get a picture taken in front of that big Hollywood sign. See, we can take it slow or as fast as she'll go. But let's kiss this town goodbye. This is one of these days we've been waiting for. So pack your suitcase, it's getting late. I don't want to wait anymore. Baby, this is our chance to make our escape. If there ever was a time when nothing on this earth could stand in our way, oh, this is one of these days. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Whoa. This is one of these days we've been waiting for. It's gonna happen, baby. I don't wanna wait anymore. Well, this is one of these days we've been waiting for, yeah. So pack your suitcase, it's getting late. I don't wanna wait anymore. And baby, this is our chance to make our escape. Oh, if there ever was a time when nothing on this earth could stand in our way, this is one of these days. One of these days. Oh, baby, baby, please. Girl, we always say someday.
Ow!
Doing it
Sounded
live.
great, man. Sounded fantastic.
Like I said, we didn't bother going to bed, so we're still warmed up. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much.
No, that sounds great. Great song, great feel to it too, right? Feels like an open road song.
It really is. It's a driving tune.
Yeah.
You know, and it feels great to play it too, and it sounds good in your studio.
You know, windows down and rolling. Yeah, that sounds fantastic, man. Just stick around for a couple more minutes, maybe.
Yeah, brother.
Play one more for us before
You
you have
got
to
it.
head out. That's
My
awesome.
pleasure.
All right, so we've got one from one more girl for you right now. A little bit more with Marshall coming up shortly. Country 92.9 FM CFCO. There's Alan Jackson. And it was a few years ago that you got to open up an Alan Jackson show, right?
Oh, yeah. Drop that little nugget out there. You know, me and Alan, we're good buddies. Never met him, but good friends.
Hanging out backstage, doing your thing.
Yeah.
So is that the kind of stuff you were saying you like listening to on your own?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Alan Jackson stuff. I mean, he's just one of those guys you pick his voice out instantly. We were talking about how the montage that he has at the beginning of his show are just hit after hit after hit, and you're kind of watching it, and you get reminded, like, wow, you're not just 6'10", you're bigger than that. You're really big.
Yeah, you've had a lot of big songs. That's a big repertoire to pick from.
Yeah, he's cool. It was a great opportunity to open up for him.
Who are you listening to these days?
Oh, okay. So I'm a big Eric Church fan. I am loving the Zac Brown live "Pass the Jar." I picked up that double CD, so I've been kind of listening to them.
What is it about those two that you kind of dig?
Eric Church, I just like his. I like the grit he's got. He's got a it's not a Jason Aldean grit. It's not a Luke Bryan grit. It's an Eric Church kind of really dirty grit.
Is.
It's like just like a rockin' Jamie Johnson or something.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, I don't know. It just came to me now. But and of course, Zac Brown, to me, they're like the modern day Eagles. They're 5 or 6 extremely uber talented musicians that, and on top of that, they just put out a really great sound, man. Like they're fun live. And I haven't seen them yet live, which I'm waiting to. But I mean, I've watched them, and I just think they got a good vibe, man.
And great cooks.
Yeah, barbecue guys, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Don't
hear.
they have their own barbecue sauce or something? Of course.
Barbecue sauce. I think he used to own a restaurant or was a chef in a restaurant, something along those lines too. So
Yeah. Well,
No
now I'm hungry.
yeah.
Great. Now I'm hungry for barbecue at 10 after 8 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, never a bad time for barbecue. My friend, what are you performing for us?
Well, I figured off the last record we had a song called Love and Alcohol, and then now on the new album we have a song called I'll Be Your Whiskey, and then I thought, well, it's almost 8:15 in the morning. Why don't I play you a song called Alcohol Abuse?
Perfect.
Yeah, I figured this will shake things up. It's a very serious song, and get ready to cry. No, I'm just kidding.
It's getting really to cry.
All right, here we go. This is off the new album, One of These Days. Well, the glass hit the chicken wire in front of my face. Jack Daniels was falling like rain on the stage. A fire broke down and a bouncer broke a bottle. Over all that noise I heard somebody holler, alcohol abuse. Shameful waste of precious booze. Name your pain, whatever you choose. Highball, Bloody Mary, fuzzy navel, cooking sherry, mudslide, margarita, whiskey sour, straight tequila, screwdriver, hurricane, Shirley Temple, down the drain. Every drop we lose, it's alcohol abuse. trouble escalated as the cops showed up and they busted through the doors, pulled out their handcuffs. Boys, you need some help, a little rehabilitation. We're running you in for misappropriation, alcohol abuse, shameful waste of precious booze. Name your pain, whatever you choose. Michelob, Anheuser, Miller Lite, Budweiser, Newcastle, Harpoon, Lone Star, Blue Moon, Dos Equis, still Samuel Adams gone to hell. With every drop we lose, it's alcohol abuse. Hey, yeah, yeah. Watch it now. Here we come. Oh, alcohol abuse, shameful waste of precious booze. Name your pain, whatever you choose. Highball, Bloody Mary, Fuzzy Navel, cooking sherry, mudslide, margarita, whiskey sour, straight tequila, screwdriver, hurricane, Shirley Temple down the drain. Every drop we lose, it's alcohol abuse. All right, here we go. All right, so if you're out there driving, try and help me out with this chorus, all right? Gonna go like this. One breath now. 1, 2. Michelob, Anheuser, Miller Lite, Budweiser, Newcastle, Harpoon, Lone Star, Blue Moon, Dos Equis, Amstel, Samuel Adams, gone to hell. Highball, Bloody Mary, Fuzzy Navel, cooking sherry, mudslide, margarita, whiskey sour, straight tequila, screwdriver, hurricane, Shirley Temple, down the drain. Every drop we lose, it's alcohol abuse. Every drop we lose, it's alcohol abuse. Yeah.
Ow. Yeah. And I believe Marshall is now in an alcoholic coma after all of that.
Now I'll take a coffee.
How long did it take you to memorize that one?
Exactly 3 months.
How bad?
Yeah, it took a little while, but if you break it into like little groups of 3 and then groups of 4 and then practice it like that on an airplane ride, you can catch it.
And on that airplane, it goes over well as you're singing that along.
Yeah. By the time you're done, you're just like, what?
Oh, good stuff, man. Loving it. Where can people find more on Marshall?
Definitely come find me on at my website, marshalldane.com. We have a new video for one of these days that we've got on the main splash page. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, you can find me out there. I'm in the Twitterverse at Marshall Dane. Facebook, the same thing, MarshallDane. And if you're interested in picking up the album one of these days, you can go to iTunes. You can purchase it at HMV. And if you got a Superstore HMV here in Chatham, Kent? Maybe not the super. I think only Toronto actually has like a Superstore. But yeah, you can get it on. You can also order the album right from my website, marshalldane.com.
So lots of different spots to get that stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, as long as you type in the word Marshall Dane, you're good.
Well, you know what? Actually, when you Google that, it comes up right on, right on.
No, does it?
It does actually.
That's so funny. Right on, right on.
Signature phrasing, right?
I don't even know when we started that. Maybe a couple, 3, 4 years ago. But that's fun. Yeah. When I say right on, you say right on. You know what it was? It was just before the Alan Jackson show. Okay. And I was doing it at this local bar that I play in my town, at Port Credit, and I remember doing it one night just to the audience. I'm like, all right, right on, right on. And I'm like, when I say right on, you say right on, right on, right on. And I was like, oh, they responded really good. So at Alan Jackson's show, there's like 30,000 people. And I thought, oh, I want to try this. This will be so neat. And I'm like, when I say right on, you say right on, right on. And you get like, about 15,000 of them going, right on.
And it just
it's huge. Yeah, so
it's got a Matthew McConaughey sort of vibe to it. So
Matthew who?
It works for you, man. Marshall, always so much fun. I know you're headed down the road shortly to our sister station, CJWF down in Windsor. So have fun with Gary and the gang down there.
Thanks, Kylie, and thanks to you and Ashton for having me out this morning.
No problem.
Say Cheryl. Say hi to her when you see her. I haven't seen her in a while.
She missed out.
Right?
Got to hang out. Marshall, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks.
MarshallDane.com. You can get more information right there. And Josh Turner is coming out.